Paul Graham from Optimal Body Personal Training. Today, I'm going to share a story about two different clients. One of them was able to eat pizza and have beer at lunch and still be able to lose weight. The other one would have pizza and beer at lunch and gained weight. The story I'm about to share happened several years ago, but it came up recently with a client, so I thought I would share it again. Years ago, I used to train two friends. I'll call them Fred and Barney. So Fred and Barney would oftentimes go out to lunch together. Fred was struggling with his weight, and since he had started training with us, had actually gained a little bit of weight. He told me he didn't understand because Barney had been losing weight. And Fred said, we go out to lunch together and I have the exact same things he has. I don't understand why when I have pizza and beer, I'm struggling to lose weight and he's doing great. So from my end, I was getting to talk to Barney and seeing what strategies and things he was doing. So commonly come up where a person will get really focused on one piece of the puzzle instead of looking at the whole picture. So Fred was getting dialed in on this one piece of the puzzle, looking at this one meal, which obviously it's more important than just one meal, but we're actually going to ignore everything else and just focus on this one meal as well. Well, when I would talk to Barney about what type of strategies and things he was using and coach him through changing his nutrition, he would communicate to me the things he was doing that allowed him to be successful. So the things that Fred wasn't seeing that Barney was doing. Barney told me how during breakfast, on the days he knew he was going to be going out to lunch with his buddies, he'd actually wind up having about half of the amount of food he'd usually have. Then Barney also told me that they would all share appetizers. But what Fred didn't notice was that Barney told me, usually I don't bother eating any of the appetizers because I want to be able to indulge and enjoy the pizza. The other thing, Barney told me that he'd often just drink half of his beer. He wouldn't even have the full beer. It's like really it's more of a social thing, and I just want to have a little bit, get a bit of the taste, and that's good enough. And the other thing he would do was fill up largely on salad with almost no dressing before, and just eat 2 pieces of pizza. Now from Fred's perspective, he wasn't paying attention to exactly what Barney was eating. So he sees a bunch of chicken wings coming in for an appetizer. He's eating them. He's not noticing that Barney actually wasn't eating them. He's not noticing that Barney's only having half of his beer, 3/4 of his beer. He's not noticing that Barney's only having 2 slices of pizza. He's not noticing that Barney's eating more of the salad beforehand. He's not aware of the fact that Barney had half of his usual breakfast. So the important thing to take away from this is figuring out how to put all the different pieces of the puzzle in a way that works well for you. Barney in this scenario figured out how to put the puzzle pieces together in a way that worked well for him, where he was still enjoying his social time and getting to enjoy himself, but also finding some sort of moderation with that. Fred, on the other hand, was unhappy with what was happening in terms of his results because he wasn't figuring out how to put those pieces together. Instead, he was focused on, well, my friend's able to do this, I should be able to do that too. He wasn't interested in looking at other strategies he could use to get where he wanted to go. This is what we call being problem-focused instead of solution-focused. Fred was problem-focused, Barney was solution-focused. It's not about ignoring a problem and pretending like you're going to be positive and there's no issue there. It's about focusing on what your solution's going to be so you can wind up getting the end result you want. How to put the puzzle pieces together to make the picture you want to create.